Welcome back to Learning Litchi. Today we're going to be covering the focus feature. Focus feature allows you to add a point of interest and then keep that point of interest framed up while you control the altitude and the horizontal movement. When you select focus from the upper left-hand menu, it defaults to the map view. Tapping the screen will allow you to set a point of interest. Tapping the box with the gear on the left-hand side brings up the focus settings. Adjusting the subject height changes the camera's focal point. Adjusting the joystick speed limiter changes the sensitivity of the joystick and smooths out your movements. I'm going to drop that down to about 50%. Pressing start with the drone still on the ground gives you an error that tells you the drone has to be flying before you can use the focus feature. With the drone up in the air, pressing start causes the drone to slew around to the point of interest. As I start moving the drone to the right, you notice it loses capture and has to slew back around to get the point of interest focused back in center. Even with the stick set to 50%, the drone has a difficult time maintaining focus on the point of interest as we move around. The app seems to do better with altitude changes, maintaining that 50-foot relative altitude that we set in the initial settings. Moving the drone towards the point of interest causes the drone to rotate around once it reaches that point, still maintaining the point of interest focused in the center. To change your point of interest, tap the map in the lower right-hand corner, find your new point of interest. We'll point that on the Commandant's House of the Benicia Arsenal. Tap the map, and we get a new point of interest. The app seems to have an easier time with vertical movement than it does horizontal or lateral movement. Additionally, the app seems to do better on lateral movement if the point of interest is further away from the drone. As I moved laterally around this point of interest with the drone quite a bit further back, it did a pretty good job of keeping the focal point where I wanted it, even though I was moving a lot faster, at one point up to 13 miles an hour. As I'm moving around here, I'm only using the right stick to control the orbit speed. The Litchi app is controlling the lateral movement, the yaw, keeping the point of interest focused up, centered up in frame. So that was the Litchi app focus feature. Overall, I was impressed with how well it worked. It did work better further away from the point of interest than it did closer. I was able to get some usable shots, and unlike some of the other features I've used with Litchi, I didn't experience any crashes. When I use this feature again, I will probably drop the stick sensitivity down even lower than the 50% that I used this time to try and smooth out some of the jerky motions. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. If you did, I would appreciate a subscription. Don't forget to like and share this video, and we will see you next time on Learning Litchi. Thank you, and goodbye.